Shalom family, it's your brother Timothy back at it with another video. I know I've been off YouTube for quite some time. I've taken a little break from making content. It's been about a month now, but now I'm back on YouTube. You know, we're going to be making videos consistently, and that'll be probably one video per week. I don't know how long I'm going to do that till my next break, but we're back on for now, right? Today's topic, I wanted to talk about the 3 sacrifices that we saw take place last week. And is it just me, or whenever a celebrity dies, it's always multiple at a time? It's never ever one dies, nah. When one celebrity dies, there's always another that follows shortly after, and we're talking within the space of 2 weeks. It's really strange how when one goes out, you know, a few seem to go out at the same time. It's almost like it's 10-pin bowling, you know, you knock one pin down, other ones come down. It's just strange to me, like they never spread apart. And you know, you have all these 365 days in the year, but it always seems to be within a certain time frame that these celebrities get knocked out. And you know, this has happened many times in the past. If you go back to 2009 with Michael Jackson, there was actually a lady, a famous lady that died on the same day as Michael Jackson, and about a week before that, there was another famous person that died. In 2016, the same thing happened. There was 3 celebrities that were sacrificed. Last year, the same thing happened. Rich Homie Quan, he was part of the industry sacrifice, and Fat Man Scoop, they all went out around the same time, and there was another rapper. But hey, some things you just gotta, you know, eventually you'll realize, you'll see the pattern, and you realize that, you know, these can't be coincidences, because it always happens at the same time. And the 3 sacrifices that happened this week was Malcolm Jamal Warner, Hulk Hogan, and Ozzy Osbourne. Now, what can I say about these guys and their life? Well, one thing I can say about Malcolm Jamal Warner is I don't think that man chose to be part of the industry. I think he was born into it, meaning his parents were already part of the industry, so he was, you know, growing up, he was raised to be part of the industry. And I think the man also knew the dangers of being part of the industry, because he kept his family life private. He didn't talk about his wife and his kids. He tried to keep them away from the industry. So that leads me to believe that Malcolm Jamal Warner may have been a righteous brother. So rest in peace, Malcolm Jamal Warner. Also, if you look on his Instagram, he's talking about some real black history on Instagram. He is spreading some absolute truth, and it doesn't surprise me why they took that brother out. It really doesn't. And you know, he was aged 54, and that's still young. That's still young, man. So, you know, they said that he just died drowning. Look, there was different news stations reporting a different story every time. It just seems like fake news. I don't believe it. Like, who jumps in a pool or who jumps in the ocean knowing that they can't swim? Like, that's just common sense. You don't do that. And you know, the first news station, they were saying, oh, he died, we couldn't find the body. And then another one comes out a few days later and it says, we found the body straight away, we just couldn't get to it because it was far out. The news was inconsistent with what they were saying, so I believe it to be a bunch of lies. And with Ozzy Osbourne, they like to make it out that he had Parkinson's disease, which is true. He did have Parkinson's disease, but he also could have been killed off at the same time. And you know, with Hulk Hogan, actually before I talk about Hulk Hogan, Ozzy Osbourne, he called himself the Prince of Darkness, okay? That boy in hell. I mean, what can I say? Ozzy Osbourne didn't do no good for this world. You know, he brought all that rock and roll trash, you know. Like, I don't even like the music. You play it backwards and you can hear demonic sounds in it. You know, he's the reason that we got, you know, people with this, you know, long, like, freaky, weird, you know, looking bodies, like the hair and all the green stuff and all that. Man, that's disgusting. That rock and roll stuff, bro. That's what Ozzy Osbourne brought to this world. Very satanic man. He literally bit the head off a live bat on stage. He bit the head off it. Went he bit it on stage, bro. And you know, he's the reason people be wearing skulls all over their shirts and everything. He brought that satanic drip to this earth. You know what I'm saying? So look, people want to say Ozzy Osbourne in heaven. Nah, man, that boy in hell, bro. And who was the other bloke? Oh yeah, Hulk Hogan. I mean, he was one of those Southern Baptist Christians. You know, he made wrestling great. I know that no one was really watching that stuff until Hulk Hogan came onto the scene. He made it great, man. Hulk Hogan, though, whew, there's some real interesting stuff about that man. There was leaked audio that came out 10 years ago, and you know, he was saying some real racist stuff about black people, man. And I'm not even gonna repeat what he said. It was terrible. But you know, you can look up the leaked audio of Hulk Hogan being racist. And if the interesting thing about that leaked audio is, if you actually look at when that audio got leaked, that was actually 10 years ago, on the same day that he died. He died on the 24th of July, 2025. The audio got leaked the 24th of July, 2015. Now, there's some people saying, that's just a coincidence, as always, because people want to believe in coincidences. They don't want to believe that, you know, in the hard truth. Then you got those people that are saying, well, yeah, that's Hulk Hogan's judgment. And then you got the people, then you got the intelligent thinkers that go, okay, well, maybe this was set up. Maybe it was meant to be this way. And see, this is what I'm going to break down to you today. The industry, because they're Freemasons, they always operate in numbers. And the world government operates in numbers as well. But I just happen to be able to break the pattern thanks to channels like New Breed Global Truth. I've been able to break down the pattern by watching his videos. And what you're going to see in this breakdown is they keep on using the numbers 0, 1, and 2 repetitively. So I'm going to break this down right now, right? So the first death, this occurred on the 20th of July. Keep in mind, the 20th of July was actually the 201st month of the year. Malcolm Jamal Warner dies at age 54 at 2:10 p.m. So there's that 201, 210, okay? So keep that in mind. They keep on using those three numbers. And then on the 23rd, I believe it was, you have Ozzy Osbourne. He goes down at age 76. And then you have one day later, Hulk Hogan. He dies on the 24th of the 7th month, July, and he was age 71. Now, remember I said keep in mind the 021 pattern or the 201 pattern in any order, right? When you add the ages of each three of those guys together, you're going to get 201. 54 plus 76 plus 71 equals 201. Malcolm Jamal Warner died around, it was reported he died at approximately 2:10 p.m. on the 201st day of the year. Hulk Hogan, when you add his age with the date that he died on, you're gonna get I think it's 102. The dude was 71 years old, bro, and he died on the 24th of the 7th. That's 71 plus 32. So yeah, no, 71 plus 31. So yeah, that's 102. So they keep on sticking with that 012 pattern the whole time. And you know, people want to say that this is a coincidence. No, they left us hints. You see, they operate in numerology because that's their way of telling us, look, we did this. You see, they have to expose what they're doing every single time. And in the industry, sacrifices have to be made. Blood sacrifices have to be made in the industry because the God that they serve is the devil. They serve Moloch. They serve the literal deceiver of this earth. And you see, people are scared about these Satanists. Look, when you're good with the Most High, there's nothing to be scared of. You know, they perform all their witchcraft and all this because there's like ancient pagan festivals happening right now. This time of year, look, thousands of years ago, hundreds of years ago, it was around this time of year that they used to do these pagan festivals and all their witchcraft and voodoo and whatever magic they do. So that's why they've been blood sacrificing, because it's been an energy harvest, a very dark energy harvest, and that's why we're seeing these sacrifices take place this time of year. And you'll also notice from about this point onwards to Halloween, you're going to see a lot more sacrifices. You also, you know, things like, you know, look, school shootings, I'm just going to say it, they always happen this time of year. T attacks, T-E-R, you know where I'm going, those ones, they always happen this time of year. It's like the most violent crimes, out of pocket, you know, deadly stuff always happens, you know, sort of between the end of June all the way to, you know, Halloween time. That's because, you know, it's a big energy harvest. Sacrifices have to be made because the God they serve is Satan. I mean, what can I say? The Bible says that we battle not against flesh and blood, but wickedness and principalities in high places. High places means the government. High places means the music industry. You know, high places mean anyone that has some sort of dominion or rulership over this earth. That's what high places means. So look, with that being said, you know, I want to thank you all for watching. I hope that your eyes were open during this, and shalom.